Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have this 2023 Ford Expedition Max and we're going to do the Taillight Tint installation for this vehicle. So as you guys can see, this is how it looks before doing the installation on the taillight, and this is how it looks after the installation. So the tint has PPF properties, which means it'll protect the lenses from yellowing over time, as well as protect from any small scratches or any road debris that may hit the lens. Link for the product will be provided below, but with that being said, let's get started with the installation video. So the tools you need in order to install the tint kit will be Slip Solution, Tack Solution, a heat gun, squeegee, and a microfiber towel. And a step-by-step guide in order to create the two solutions will be in the description below. So before we start with the installation for the taillight, we need to make sure we prep the entire lens. So to prep it, just apply Slip Solution to the taillight, and with a clean microfiber towel, start removing any contaminants that the taillight may have. Okay, so we're going to start off with the two pieces that cover this section of the taillight. So with this one, it would be better to do it dry method. So just place the film, make sure you align it on the edge here first. Once it's on the edge, then you could just work your way little by little to reach to the other end. So once this side is secured, hold the film and just slowly make your way, tagging it down side by side until it reaches here. Just make sure to remove any bubbles, help it tack down on the top, on the bottom, on the edges here, and then just apply heat. That way we help that adhesive on the film activate faster. So just apply heat so we can help that adhesive activate faster, and then the same steps that were done for this one, repeat it for this one. It's more smaller and has a curve, but it's the same steps for these two. So same process is how we did it for this one. Repeat it for this one. Just make sure you align it on the edge. That way you're covering the lens. Hold the film, grab your squeegee, and start tagging it in. So help it tack down on the curve first, and then work your way downward. So you could also apply a little bit of heat just to help relieve the tension. Use your finger, help it tack down, and just proceed to tacking down the rest of the film here. And then just apply heat to help remove the fingers. Grab your squeegee, tack it down little by little to remove the fingers, and it should look flat like this. And you just continue on with the rest of the tint. So now we're moving on to the piece that covers this front section of the taillight. So just apply Slip Solution to the lens and Slip Solution to the adhesive side of the film. Place the film onto the taillight and just make sure you align it to the top edge here. Make sure everything's being covered and everything else should fall into place. To help it tack down, we're going to apply Tack Solution underneath the film and on top. We'll start by securing this top section first. So hold it in position and use your squeegee to tack everything down. So let's secure this middle section too, and secure this bottom piece. So once all of this is secured, now we could do a small stretch to stretch it to the curve here and also help remove any fingers on the top and on the bottom. So you're going to stretch upward, and for this section, downward to remove the two fingers. So you could use your palm and stretch it upward, hold it like this, and then start tagging it down. That way we're able to remove the finger that we had here, and with just heat, we're going to be able to secure the film and tack everything down. So just hold it, apply Tack Solution, apply heat, and then we'll tack everything down. Apply Tack Solution once more, and this time we're going to wrap our microfiber towel around your squeegee and just start tagging down the curve here. Squeegee at an angle, that way you don't crease the film, and you should be good. And it should look like this flat. So the same steps that were done here, you will repeat it for the bottom piece. And the last thing to do before we move on to the next installation is to make sure we secure this inside edge, the outer edges as well. So to secure both sections, apply tack solution, and after applying tack solution, grab your heat gun, apply heat using the low setting. Take your time applying heat, and then we're going to use our microfiber towel to help it tack down. And once everything's sealed, then we can move on with the next piece. Okay, so when it comes to the next one, this one's only going to cover the red section of the reflector. So just apply slip solution to the lens and slip solution to the adhesive side of the film and align it right on the edge here. So this is what I mean that it only covers the red reflector. So when you align it, just align it right on the curve before it starts separating and going to the edge. So you're going to feel the body line here. That's where you're going to align the film, and it should be like this. And if you need to adjust it, just lift it carefully and adjust the film. But first we're going to secure this area first. So to secure it, lift the film carefully and apply tack solution underneath the film, and then on top, make sure it doesn't move, and with your squeegee, start tacking everything down. Make sure to remove all of the solution that may be underneath the film. That way the adhesive is able to activate faster and tack down more faster to this area. Okay, for this one, just do a light stretch. That way we remove any fingers that we have here, and that way it reaches to the bottom of the tail light here. So just a small stretch, hold it in position, and tack it down. And then now that this section is secured, it's not going to move anymore, so now stretch the film on the top area here. Make sure this area is dry. Make sure you apply a little bit of slip solution, that way it's easy to stretch. So just a little bit, place it back down. Make sure, like I said, this area is dry. And place your hand and stretch the film to the edge. So just stretch it enough to where you'll be able to remove the finger that we had here. Hold it in position, apply tack solution on top. Make sure you're still holding it, and then with your squeegee, securing it to tack it down. Now we just need to make sure to remove all of the solution that's around the edge here. And now, before we move on to the last installation for the side piece here, we need to seal all of the edge of this film that was installed. So same steps, apply tack solution all over the film, and then apply heat, and little by little start tacking down and sealing all of the edges. But before you seal it, make sure there's no solution right in the middle, because if there still is some solution, you're going to have bubbles at the end. So to avoid that, make sure you remove all of the solution and then seal everything. So for the last piece that covers just the outer ring of the tail light, you could start off by applying it dry method. So what I mean by that is you won't need any solution. It's just more of making sure you align it right on the edge. And with this one, all we need to do is just make sure we follow through with the rest of the design just a little bit, roughly around here. Just keep it there because we're going to have to apply a little bit of slip solution and tack solution in order to reach it and tack it down here. So same here, lift it carefully, make sure you align it to the top, bottom, and it should curve here, and just leave it like roughly around here so we can apply slip solution and tack solution to stretch it and tack it down to this edge. So for here, lift the film, apply slip solution onto the lens and the adhesive side of the film, place it back down, and just start stretching it little by little. That way it does a nice curve and it reaches to the bottom here. If you need to lift the film and readjust it, you can. Just lift it carefully, apply slip solution, tack it down carefully, curve it, and it should reach here. So make sure just hold it in position, that way it doesn't move. Apply tack solution, and then with your squeegee start tacking it down to secure it. And then now to finish this part off, apply heat to seal everything. Okay, make sure everything stays tacked down, and now just finish off the stretch on this end here to reach to the other end. So just lift the film carefully, apply slip solution, place it down, do a light stretch, and you should reach up to the edge here. Hold it in position and tack down the film, and that should be it. And now that we're done, just make sure to remove all of the solution. And then the last thing to do is to post heat the entire panel. So the last thing to do once we finish with the entire installation for the tail light is to post heat the entire lens. So just apply tack solution all over the tail light. And we're going to use your heat gun. You could use either the low setting or the high setting if you have those settings on your heat gun. If you use the high setting, just be careful not to get too close to the film where you might accidentally burn it. So you could use it, just be careful. As you're applying heat, make sure you apply it evenly. That way we help the adhesive on the film activate faster. And we're going to use your microfiber towel just to help tack down the film and also remove any solution that may be trapped around the edges. So take your time when you're doing this step, and then when you're done with this process, you're done with the installation. Thank you for choosing Bogar Tech Design. As a small business, your support means everything to us. If you loved your product, please drop a review. If you have questions or issues, don't forget to message us via email. Once again, thank you so much for the support from our family to yours. So that concludes the installation video for the Taillight tints for the 2023 Ford Expedition Max. We hope that the video helped you guys out with the installation. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our upcoming installation videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.